But people who moved away from the set template, who've taken a call, you can see what the results are. There is very little differentiation in the messaging. For most of the clients, stereotypical mundane designs, no need-based, no emotional trigger. There is no real detailed understanding. Earlier during the day, I raised that question to Shobhit, that is there not a potential in Surat for high value? Let's say right now, if people are buying flats which are about 50 lakh rupees or so, would somebody be willing to spend maybe 2 crore rupees? I'm not talking about a small incremental difference of 60 lakh or 70 lakh rupees. I'm talking about a 2 crore rupees flat. How about a completely different enclave which has a swimming pool in each apartment, which has the works across? There is a good potential. How do you decide whether you want to bet your monies on that or not? Part of the answer lies in research. Understanding through going and talking to the market, to prospective buyers. Let's look at one recent case study, Rustam. These ads are largely being run in Bombay for their projects. You will notice that they are a world apart from any standard templatized real estate ad. A completely different world. Across you will notice, except here in a very small piece, there is no real estate building, there is nothing which is of the standard real estate background. And this has created a huge flutter. With less than half the media of what one would typically spend, they have been able to connect with a much larger audience. So creatively they have stood out. 1. 2, very importantly, they have been able to figure out the pulse. What happens in Bombay is largely most of these new buildings which are coming up, they are all anywhere from 7-story to about 20-story. You'll have very limited spaces available for kids. You will have the kids playing in the same area where the cars are going to go around from and park. Rustam ji did the right research and they figured that kids need the space. And not only in the creative strategy, they have also made sure that in their projects, they have allocated separate space for kids. They have allocated separate spaces for vehicles to move around. The whole idea, the whole question is, how well are you able to understand the pain point of the customer? What is it that the customer is seeking? And deliver that, and then make sure that creatively you have gone ahead and communicated the exact promise that your product delivers. More often than not, it's just simply acceptable. वो पहले भी ऐसे ही हुआ था, अभी भी यही हो. If that's going to be the strategy, it's the safest strategy, but believe me, it's likely to be the most unsafe.